let's talk about the ugly now, shall we? Frank, how much will the fact that Kylian Mbappe was not fit for this game offer PSG an excuse for this performance?
Well, I would say maybe they will take like 60 or 70%
right.
to explain the loss of the game because Mbappe wasn't there. I won't talk about Neymar because people think that I hate Neymar, and you're the first to think that. But I wonder what Neymar was doing today. But that's for sure that Mbappe not playing. It's like Messi not playing for Barcelona. It's like Ronaldo not playing for Juventus. I don't know. It's like Mason Mount not playing for Chelsea or De Bruyne not playing for Manchester City. Of course, it's a big miss. There is a dependence on those kind of players because they're absolutely fantastic player. And Mbappe not playing, it's of course an excuse, and they can use it. It's not all because you have to see all the players. I was very pleased with Verratti what he did. I'm of course pleased with Marquinhos and the work he does, but I wonder where Icardi was. I wonder what Draxler and Keane were doing when they came on. Of course, Neymar. That's it. You know, you want to talk about a team who wants to qualify for the Champions League final, and half of the team is not there. It's not up for the game, and it's why they lost.
I think just 1 second, is Monday morning quarterback scenario, but he'd be scratching his head, Pochettino, because, you know, you've got that decision to make, and he goes with Icardi, who is a big, strong guy, not the most mobile. Well, John Stones and Ruben Dias are quite happy with that, because if it's a fight with a couple of big centre-halves, thank you very much, he's not going to run away in behind you. He's unlikely to take the ball in, turn and run at you. That being said, I mean, the guy's a goal scorer, but you have to then get the supply to him from the wider positions, which they didn't have. And I just wonder, and of course, Moise Kean is also a physical player who has scored more goals than Icardi this season. I just wonder whether it came into his mind at all to try something different before the game or even at halftime and play Neymar through the middle.
Right.
You know, because then he drops into little positions where it might give the centre-backs a question, do I drop in with them? You know, and he maybe gets involved in the game a little bit more. And I think that might have been a better avenue for them, but certainly Icardi, maybe not through all the fault of his own, was anonymous, and I think that played into the hands of the two centre-halves from Man City perfectly.
How could PSG address this better, Jurgen, without Mbappe?
Well, it's very difficult because now if you are Mauricio Pochettino and you look at the team performance and you look at your roster overall, I mean, obviously there are some questions to be made now going forward, you know. So which of the players over the last 2-3 years really improved their game? Which of them really kind of rose to another level, like Phil Foden does, or other ones at Man City, so that you can clearly see over the last 2, 3, 4 years that players are getting step by step better. Maybe they're going from 70-80% to 90-95%. If you look at the roster from Paris Saint-Germain, you now wonder, okay, where are the players that really kind of have another 10-15% left in their own game? You know, where's Neymar as of today? Where's Verratti or as of today? Di Maria is always, you know, if he gets provoked, if he gets hit or something, is always ready to do something stupid. So I think they have a lot of issues on their plate now, Paris Saint-Germain, also depending on how they finish the French league, if they can still make it happen or not. But I don't see really kind of that there was a progress over the last 2-3 years within the entire roster.
I said a few weeks ago, Dan, if you take Mbappe out this PSG side, they're pretty stuffed. Now, yeah, I mean, they could still win games, but to win this competition, I mean, that's the difference, I think, between PSG and City. You know, you look at who came in for Idrissa Gueye, Herrera, bit of a water carrier in there, isn't he? You look at who came in for Mbappe, it was Icardi. You make those changes in the City side. I mean, they've dealt all season without Sterling and Jesus, pretty much. I mean, I think they could have taken Kevin De Bruyne out that side and still managed to fill the void somehow.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting, but you know, Sterling would come in and Foden would move. or Bernardo Silva would move, or Aguero would start and one of the other guys would drop deep. That, and Jurgen mentioned the roster, that's the difference. The difference within the ability of Guardiola to go to his squad and not always, but almost get still the perfect performance, the quality still coming in. And that's the difference. Pochettino went to his bench and he didn't have it. He didn't have what he needed within the format of what he selected tonight to be better than Man City. They were nowhere near it. Guardiola can do that. That's what he has at his disposal.
Before we look ahead to the other semi...
Craig and Jurgen, don't you think that we had an era where you needed a star in order to get successful? Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, Neymar. And now we realize that having one star might be a problem in the squad, where you have a dependence on that kind of players, and therefore, if he's not in a good shape, if he doesn't give you what you're expecting from him, you have a problem, where you realize that some of the teams have decided to play otherwise. Manchester City is the best example, where you have fantastic players, but you don't have one star. And that makes the difference between those teams, like Paris Saint-Germain, who decided to bet on 2 stars, Mbappe, Neymar. Barcelona still has Messi, and Juventus still has Ronaldo. But it doesn't work like that. Liverpool won the Champions League with a team, a squad. Bayern Munich won the Champions League with a squad. And Manchester City or Chelsea or Real Madrid will win with a squad, not with a star. So it may be something we can wonder how our football has evolved and changed his mind about stars.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.